Is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust, serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson, celebrating 25 years of commitment to Guam, Micronesia, and the CNMI. Cars Plus, home of Guam's first and only lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit carsplusguam.com for details. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it, and King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Starting now on Primetime, Nicholas Moore, the man accused of murdering Michael Castro, has been extradited from Florida back to Guam. Plus, Delegate Michael St. Nicholas delivered his State of the Congress address this morning, and a cease and desist is issued for federally funded summer school activities for both private and public schools. We'll tell you why next.
Hafening, good evening. I'm Adriana Cotero. Topping our newscast this evening, it's been about 2.5 weeks since 23-year-old Nicholas Wayne Moore was arrested in Florida for the murder of 27-year-old Michael Castro, an attempted murder in a separate shooting case. And now Moore is finally on island to answer to the charges. Here's more. 23-year-old Nicholas Moore is no longer on federal hold and is now in the custody of the Guam Police Department. On Monday afternoon, GPD Chief Stephen Ignacio confirmed that murder suspect Moore was on island after being extradited back from Florida. District Court of Guam Chief Judge Francis Tadinko Gatewood granted the government's request to dismiss the federal complaint brought down on Moore for unlawful flight to avoid prosecution. While his federal case was dismissed without prejudice, he still has to answer to major local charges. He faces murder and attempted murder from 2 separate shooting cases that occurred in October of last year. The first, a drive-by shooting in Agana Heights where the victim survived, and the second, the deadly shooting of 27-year-old Michael Castro, who was missing for 8 months. Court documents state Castro is believed to have been shot multiple times with a pistol while inside his car. The pistol was confiscated at Moore's residence and matched Castro's DNA. His body is suspected to have been disposed in the ocean by way of Moore's father's boat. Moore's father is Leroy Moore, owner of Unitech Environmental Guam. It was last week on The Link when Chief Ignacio offered more details into the investigations.
We actually sent 2 of our agents from criminal investigation out to Florida to work with the U.S. Marshals so that once they picked up Nicholas Moore, we could step in and attempt to conduct an interrogation or interview regarding the case. And of course, I'm not sure what the outcome was, or whether or not he provided any statements. But we were there when he was picked up, and then we went around and did investigative work. We talked to whoever he may have been living with, whether it's just a family, a friend, a relative, and see if they had any information as to that they could provide that may be helpful in the investigation that we're conducting.
Moore's attorney Mike Phillips declined to comment, stating that he has not officially spoken with his client at this time. A man that helped bring in hundreds of grams of meth through the U.S. Postal Service is rebuilding his life. After a sentencing hearing today, drug defendant Eder Cortez Zelaya is finally a free man. Tyler Matznani reports from District Court.
Eder Cortez Zelaya, the man involved in a major drug ring, is now free. District Court Judge Chief Francis Tadinko Gatewood calling him an exemplary record of rehabilitation. He faced a maximum of 10 years to life in prison, a 5-year supervised release term, and a $10,000 fine for his involvement in a crime that took place from 2010 to 2014. But that is all wiped off the table because the court has committed him to time served, and with no supervised release. Cortez, along with 11 others, brought in drugs through the U.S. Postal Service sent from Las Vegas. A total of 616 grams of meth was involved in this conspiracy. He was released on conditions earlier this year. According to his pretrial officer in the District of Nevada, Angela Robles, based on her record and review, Cortez Zelaya had no violations since being released and has complied with all his release conditions, even finding work in carpentry to bring in a stable income. Cortez Zelaya said in court, quote, "During my time in jail, I had a lot of time to reflect on what I had been doing. I spent that time learning to value life. I had a lot of reflection." Tadinko Gatewood stated that she rarely has anyone come in with the type of record. As for his resentencing, Tadinko Gatewood said she has never done this, but Cortez Zelaya has proven himself to be rehabilitated. All remaining counts on his case were dismissed. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Tyler Matsanani.
Guam is reaping the benefits of an unprecedented federal windfall, all in the midst of the most devastating pandemic in history. But Delegate Michael San Nicolas, during his annual State of the Congress address today, cautioned that the eyes of history will be upon local leaders as to how all this money is spent.
As of June of this year, Guam has received over $2.5 billion in federal pandemic aid. Of this amount, $1.8 billion was paid in the form of 95 different grants, with over $1 billion supporting over 28,000 unemployed workers, mostly in our private sector.
There's more. In addition to the hundreds of millions in direct assistance to individuals, families, and local businesses.
On top of all of this, we have $600 million for our local government to deploy for pandemic recovery. All of these resources have prevented our island at large from suffering catastrophic generational loss, not only in direct support into the pockets of our people and onto the tables of our families, but in the coffers of our government.
In fact, it was enough to turn a multi-year, multi-million-dollar accumulated deficit into an operational surplus, even in the middle of a pandemic. And that's still not all. San Nicolas also hailed the dramatic increase in the Medicaid reimbursement percentage, the increase in child tax credits, and the previously announced 100% reimbursement of earned income tax credits.
This funding is annual and ongoing, not a one-time thing. So we will see permanent improvement in our general fund that will help us fill the gaps between cash and appropriations, which should see tax refunds paid out faster.
And if President Biden's National Infrastructure Initiative pushes through as expected, we could see millions more in highway construction and mass transit funding. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, says San Nicolas, to set up the island for the future.
And with $600 million in federal funds available for deployment and other various federal investments we have outlined here today, we are strongly situated in the months and years ahead for a generational golden age of resources on our island not seen since the early 1990s. What we do with these resources is going to define where we go generations from now. There will not be another $600 million in the future. There is no more EITC or Medicaid gap to fill. We will not see a similar confluence of circumstances that will bring our credit ratings up and increase our debt ceiling capacity like we have today. Which means that the people in this room, to include myself, if we screw this up, we screw it up permanently.
For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Meanwhile, Speaker Therese Terlahi and Minority Leader Chris Duenas had mostly positive reactions to the address. Both commented on the congressman's remarks near the end of his speech when he said the outpouring of federal assistance provides a one-time opportunity to fix long-standing issues.
I think the biggest game changers are, of course, the earned income tax credits, the child tax credits, the Medicaid changes. Those are huge. And, of course, the other projects that we are working on, the compensation, Agent Orange, all of the bills that are pending before Congress, I think we have given our support to many of them, and we will continue to do that as much as we can so that we have a duty to all work together for Guam's success, to rectify past injustices and make sure that we succeed this now. It's very crucial.
The record is clear that Guam's agenda in Washington, has certainly been advanced by the congressman, and I think he's doing well. I was interested because towards the end, it almost seemed like it shifted to an executive branch function. And a speech maybe more of chiding to the legislature as well as the executive branch. With this, we've only got one opportunity.
Both also said they agree with the congressman that they all need to work together to decide the spending priorities for the federal assistance. And stick around for more news here on Primetime. You're watching KUAM.
KUAM News, in partnership with the Guam Visitors Bureau, brings you the Guam Safe and WTTC Safe Travel Certified Program Showcase. Look out for this powerful symbol for visitors, island residents, and industry workers alike, as it represents establishments with a consistent global commitment to safety practices. Stamped with approval by the Guam Visitors Bureau and the World Travel Tourism Council. Every Monday on KUAM News will feature a different local business who's taken the Safe Guam and Safe Travels pledge to maintain health and safety standards to get Guam back on track. Log on to visitguam.com to see how your business can receive the designation, what businesses in our community are Guam Safe certified, and have the WTTC Safe Travel certified.
Do you feel like you're missing out on something? Make life more rewarding with Pacific Points. Earn and redeem points for bill rebates and free load at IT&E, discounts on fuel at Shell, vouchers at Foodies, and United Mileage Plus miles. You can even pay with Pacific Points at IT&E, Shell, and Foodies. Pacific Points. Do more, get more.
While we've all been through a lot over the years, typhoons, earthquakes, and now COVID-19, we've been able to get through these together.
For more than 80 years, Travel's Insurance has been protecting your homes, your businesses,
And the health of your family.
We are here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
There are better days ahead. Tomorrow's a new day filled with hope and choices.
The possibilities of what we can achieve together are limitless.
Let's continue to work together to ensure a brighter tomorrow for all of us.
Bun mayo, chicken pickle bun.
Bun pickle
Blasphemy!
No bun. The Naked Chicken Chalupa, only at Taco Bell.
It's a special delivery to your inbox every week with your KUAM News Roundup, program advisories, and promotions. Sign up for the weekly KUAM Digital Digest today on KUAM.com.
Welcome back. The Guam Department of Education sent out an urgent formal notice to all private, non-public, and charter schools, warning of a cease and desist for all federally funded summer school activities. According to Federal Programs Administrator Ike Santos, these schools were not abiding by certain requirements. Guam Department of Education Federal Programs Administrator Ike Santos has yet to sign off on any standard service agreements from private, non-public, and charter schools summer programs that are utilizing Education Stabilization Fund Program 2 state education agencies and American Rescue Plan state educational agencies grants.
When I was asking, where are these service agreements? And so in short, I had to give a cease and desist. If you don't give me a service agreement, how am I going to pay your teachers?
In order for any federal funds to be expended, there has to be a form of approval and a relationship between an entity and GDOE federal programs, which serves as the grants office. According to Santos, this ensures the federal funds are safeguarded and protected.
And so the concern that I had was that they are continuing. You had the charter schools and certain private non-public schools that are receiving these federal funds that are wanting to pay their teachers, but I have yet to receive any standard service agreement.
Santos met via Zoom Monday morning with all the participants.
And we specifically asked, we don't want you to stop, but what we do want you to do is to abide by these requirements, because we need to ensure that teaching and learning occurs, but at the same time safeguarding these federal dollars.
He says since that meeting with the respective schools, all have been cooperative and are prioritizing to get the necessary documentation in.
I just need justification to support the documents that we're going to expend to ensure that as we expend the funds, we dot our I's and cross our T's.
Santos explains why he believes the issue occurred in the first place.
I'll be honest with you, people were excited because it's the first time using these CARES Act and an American Rescue Plan without realizing that there's documentations. And in the past, the Catholic schools used their own, and they didn't ask for federal funds. They will just charge tuition. And now they're not charging tuition because the teachers are being compensated using these CARES Act funds and the American Rescue funds. But as they use these funds, there has to be some form of internal controls and ensuring that what these teachers said they're doing, they're actually doing. That teaching and learning is occurring. And that, for the private, non-public, and charter schools, they were just overzealous as to making sure that they implement the activity without realizing that there are documentations required so that they can be promptly compensated.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection and the Guam International Airport Authority announced today the implementation of the Simplified arrival process. It's an enhanced international arrival process that uses facial recognition instead of manual document checks. CBP says when travelers arrive, they will pause for a photo at the primary inspection point. The biometric facial comparison process will compare the new photo of the travelers to a small gallery of high-quality images that the traveler has already provided to the government, such as a passport and visa photos. Foreign travelers who have traveled to the U.S. previously may no longer need to provide fingerprints, as their identity will be confirmed through the touchless facial comparison process. If a traveler cannot be matched to a photo on record, they will proceed through the traditional inspection process. Be on the lookout. Another round of EIP3 payments totaling close to $844,000 has been processed. As of June 25th, an estimated $213 million in EIP3 payments has been issued since April 10th, with over 81,452 payments having been processed. For more information and inquiries on EIP3, go to myguamtax.com. Micronesia Renewable Energy Inc. is now Generation Renewable Incorporated. The name change was announced this afternoon during a ribbon-cutting ceremony at their warehouse facility in Harmon. The purpose of the name change is to support the company's anticipated global expansion beyond its Asia-Pacific roots, as MRE also commemorated the launch for an initial public offering, or IPO, during the ceremony. GRE President Jeffrey Vocolo.
Renewable Energy is changing our name to Generation Renewable Incorporated. We are doing this for a few different reasons. The first is we are expanding as a company, and our company now will be viewed as a global company, not limited just to the Micronesian region. Believe me, Guam will always be our home base, but growth requires change, and to demonstrate that, our reach goes beyond our blue waters. The second reason is, with great pride, I announced that after 9 years of growth on Guam and the region, we are taking our company public to be traded on the OTCQB publicly traded platform. Thank you.
This November, the company will be celebrating 9 years on island, having installed over 2,000 solar energy systems on Guam. And coming up, Dave Delgado has a recap of local sports. And still to come, we showcase another business who is GVB Safe certified. You're watching KUAM.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Mas.
We're one of 8 U.S. regional fishery councils established under the Magnuson-Stevens Act. The council uses the best available science and local knowledge to develop fishery management plans for over 1.7 million square miles of our productive Pacific waters.
We worked with local scientists and managers to develop an app that captures detailed fishery data.
Accurate catch data from the fishing community are needed to sustain fish populations.
Take a proactive role in fishery management.
The power of data is in our hands.
Half a day.
Hi.
That will be $20, please.
I forgot my Mobile Smiles Driver's Rewards card.
No worries. You can now use your registered mobile number to earn points.
Can I use my mobile number to redeem rewards?
Sure. Just show us your photo ID or driver's license.
That's easy.
We won't.
We will wait. We will wait
For someone to come
save us. We won't wait for the waters to be cleared. We won't just wait to breathe clean air. We won't wait to uplift our lives today and to embrace our now for better.
We dream. We dare. No holding back.
We go for it.
Because tomorrow,
for us to create. For tomorrow, we won't wait.
With triple the beef, triple the cheese, and triple the bacon, I call this burger the perfect triple threat. But you can call it the Triple Bacon Cheesy Jack. My Triple Bacon Cheesy Jack combo, only at Jack in the Box.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. We get the show started tonight with some highlights from the Champions vs. Champions volleyball match played between Teason High and FD over at the Ukadu Gym. Check it out. Teason High earned the title Champions of Champions after beating the Father Duenas Friars in an end-of-the-season exhibition match. The Titans won 25-20, 25-14, 26-28, 25-20.
Honestly, all we thought about in our heads is just consistency and, well, being efficient as well. And make sure we have a plan, we always execute. This is by far like one of my favorite, well, one of my best games. And luckily, it was a win too.
It felt great. Like, all the boys were looking forward to this game. And like, honestly, it feels unreal. Like, we all wanted this and we all came and we executed. When we're up, we're hard to stop. I believe in the boys that we're at that high level to perform at the best we can.
Sophomore outside hitter Gerald Milana put his team on his back and powered down some great shots to help close out the first set.
It was so much fun with all the boys especially. We've been working hard ever since, and we always said play hard and always have fun. The things that went right for us was defense, placement, and our hitting especially. We played smart and we played hard.
Playing injured, Xander Duenas toughed it out and left it all on the court. He was glad that his team was able to carry on and pull together as one unit.
I came into this game injured, but they pulled through. Everyone just sees Teason as carried by VJ and me, but they were carried by the whole team this year, and I got carried this one.
VJ Rosario cashed in on 4 late points in the final set to put some respect on the Teason High Titans name.
It was a team effort. Everyone kept their energy up. Everyone was talking, and it really paid off. I really think that if we keep our energy and just keep talking to each other, it creates a stronger bond between us boys. So yeah, that's what really helped us out by tonight.
In golf news, congratulations to attorney Phil Torres of the Nunu Golf Club. Torres made a hole-in-one on number 14 at the Talofofo Golf Resort. This was his first hole-in-one in over 50 years of golfing. He scored the ace with his 6-iron out on the course yesterday.
First ever.
First hole-in-one.
Well, that's going to do it for sports. We're back right after this.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
It only gets better with more. Customize and save with the fastest internet speeds in the Marianas by adding mobile, phone, and TV to your bundle with Business Bundles Plus. Docomo Pacific Business. Work better together.
Half a day. As we look ahead to a brighter tomorrow, Matson's commitment to Guam and Micronesia remains stronger than ever. While the world around us is ever-changing, what remains unchanged is our commitment to you, our customers, and the island communities we serve. Shipping is what we do best, and serving our community is at the heart of everything we do. But we don't do it alone. This is why we support organizations that make caring for the people and the environment a top priority. We know that many count on Matson's lifeline services in the Pacific, and that's why we continue to work hard to ensure that our shipments remain on time all the time. Matson recently added another Aloha-class vessel to our schedule. We now have 2 of Matson's largest and fastest ships serving Guam from the U.S. West Coast and Hawaii. With our new state-of-the-art vessels, we stand ready to support the region's economic recovery. Thank you for the privilege of serving you for the last 25 years, and you can count on Matson to be here for the next 25 years and beyond.
We've made a lot of breakfasts, and along the way, we noticed something was missing. A warm cinnamon roll for breakfast, or with breakfast. A fluffy blueberry muffin from the drive-thru you're already driving through. A glazed apple fritter, which might find its way into your coffee. These are options every breakfast haver should have, and now they do. Meet the new bakery sweets at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back. We continue with the series that airs every Monday highlighting some of the island's businesses who are Guam Safe certified by the Guam Visitors Bureau and have the World Travel and Tourism Council Safe Travel stamp. Tonight we featured the University of Guam. Here's more.
Guam Safe and WTTC Safe Travel Certified Program Showcase is brought to you in partnership with the Guam Visitors Bureau.
UOG not only had to make everyone on our campus feel safe, but also everyone in our larger community as well. UOG is in the business of educating students to become leaders and active contributors to society. By becoming Guam Safe certified, UOG became a leader itself in the community by acknowledging that we're all part of a bigger family. Tritons are part of the Guam family, just like Guam and Micronesia are part of the global community. We're all in this together, and we all, individually and institutionally, have the responsibility to contribute to making safer, healthier communities. Hafa I'm Norman Analista, Director for Development, Alumni Affairs, and Foundation Relations at the University of Guam. Being certified means that we as an organization are taking personal responsibility for the health and safety of our entire community as far as COVID-19 is concerned. It's an important way for the businesses, agencies, and organizations that people know and trust to step up as leaders and preserve our island's values of looking out for one another and moving forward together. We've also measured out classrooms and social spaces to ensure social distancing. On top of these protocols, we're ensuring that all students and employees who will be on campus submit proof of vaccination or provide weekly negative COVID-19 test results unless they're able to provide a valid reason for not being able to. This way, we're able to keep the campus and our students and employees as safe as possible. We're excited to have students and faculty back on campus. We're especially looking forward to the in-person collaborations and sense of community that classroom learning provides. We're fortunate that we have had the summer to prepare on a smaller scale to see if anything could be more efficient before welcoming back everyone in the fall. Registration for classes is ongoing, and we're already accepting students and employees' COVID-19 documents through a secure online form for the fall semester and the remaining summer session. Faculty are already adjusted to online instruction for those classes that will still be online, and our campus safety protocols have been in place for a while now and are effective and running smoothly. This will be an exciting semester, and we're looking forward to seeing everyone in person.
Guam Safe and WTTC Safe Travel Certified Program Showcase is brought to you in partnership with the Guam Visitors Bureau.
For a complete list of Guam Safe certified and WTTC Safe Travel certified businesses, or if you would like to know more on how to receive such certification, log on to visitguam.com now. Here's our latest round of birthday shoutouts from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Happy birthday on this June 28th to Galvin Alcantara, who celebrates birthday number 11 today. Hey, keep your sports skills. You got it, Chalugav. Your family says we are so proud and we love you. And belated birthday wishes going out to Paul John Tooncap Cruz, who was born on the 26th. Happy birthday, Paul John. We hope you have a great and blessed day. Stay safe. Please enjoy your day, and your family says we love you. Also, a happy birthday to Melody Roberto, born on the 26th also. Happy birthday, and we love you, say your fans and friends and family. And Kaylee Christina Tabunar celebrates birthday number 9. Kaylee was born on June 27th. Your family is sending you all their love and they're saying, happy birthday, number 9.